on itself to disseminate copies of this code of conduct to all judges, judicial officers, and staff so that they are aware of the principles that guide the public offices that they owned these offices on behalf of the sovereign people of this country. Number 2, to strengthen enforcement and increase accountability, the Commission has prepared a draft complaints or petition processing regulations. These regulations are now undergoing public participation so that the members of public are kept abreast with what is going on at the Judicial Service Commission, the nature of cases we are handling, and the outcome of those cases. The judiciary and the Commission, on account of our dedication to accountability, we have also put in place the following measures to enhance transparency and entrench integrity in the judiciary. 1, we have embarked on empowering the public to know what is going on in the judiciary, which we do through the court users committees, and also by holding the public to account. The JSC has developed the code of conduct for judges, judicial officers, and staff. That code of conduct went through public participation. It was approved by Parliament in the year 2020. The Commission has taken it upon itself to disseminate copies of this code of conduct to all judges, judicial officers, and staff so that they are aware of the principles that guide the public offices that they owned these offices on behalf of the sovereign people of this country. Number 2, to strengthen enforcement and increase accountability, the Commission has prepared a draft complaints or petition processing regulations. These regulations are now undergoing public participation and will subsequently be submitted for deliberations also before the National Assembly. In addition, the Commission built its own capacity to be able to process these complaints by establishing a directorate within the Commission to deal with the complaints management and investigations. We also created a directorate of legal services geared towards fast-tracking the processing of petitions and of complaints against judges and judicial officers. Ladies and gentlemen, to foster transparency and accountability, the judiciary has developed and operationalized the Judiciary Complaint Management System, which we call JCMS. This is an internal complaint mechanism for registration and processing of handling complaints within the office of the Chief Justice, the judiciary's person. This office receives complaints. It also has a platform for feedback from the court, station, liaison officers on the complaints raised against the stations. The system has been configured with a reply function that keeps the complainant informed by way of an instant text message and email feedback to the clients upon registration of the complaints. They are updated on every step until the resolution of their complaints. In the realm of finance, the judiciary developed the Judiciary Finance Management System. This system has promoted transparency and accountability in our financial management. The judiciary regularly conducts customer satisfaction surveys and annual performance on judges, judicial officers, and staff. As a matter of fact, we have a form that we sign every day to say what have we done. If you are a judge, how many cases have you had, how many witnesses, how many rulings or judgments, and that information is collected every week, every month, and at the end of the year. It's called DCRT. Indeed, the private sector and civil society organizations have in the recent past recognized certain judges, magistrates, and judicial officers for their exemplary performance in the administration of justice, and they have been feted and awarded. Similarly, most court operations are automated, leading to enhanced accuracy and consistency, thus ensuring that justice is administered impartially. Additionally, the Judiciary Case Tracking System, what we call CTS, has enhanced accountability throughout the legal proceedings. Further, the judiciary has adopted a proactive approach and developed and operationalized manuals, practice directions, and guidelines to guide the day-to-day operations of all the courts. Today in the media is so, it is reported, even the guidelines by the Supreme Court on virtual hearing is also published. The judiciary also invited the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission to look into our systems and assess the registries and all the administrative procedures to flag out areas that are susceptible to abuse for corrupt purposes. And I want to tell Kenyans, this is the first time that an arm of government has invited the anti-graft body to look through their systems and see how they can be strengthened to respond to the issues of corruption. It is regrettable that the leadership of the executive and also the legislature in the recent public declarations have threatened not to obey court orders because of corruption. These threats and declarations are extremely serious and a monumental assault to the Constitution. It is also an assault to the rule of law and the very stability of the nation, and can lead to chaos and anarchy in our motherland. The declaration that they will